So the fifth love language I'm going to share with you is words of affirmation. And this one is one that is so often misconstrued, because there are people who absolutely love it, dig it, get off on it, and there's people that absolutely don't care. And there's people that want to know certain things about themselves and other things about other things. Share a personal story because that's easy. Is I've got a master's degree in electrical engineering. I know I'm smart. I know I learn quick. Those types of phrases don't have a deep impact on me. The phrases that do have an impact on me are things that I wanted to hear as a kid, but I never heard as a kid. And those are things like, you look beautiful. Like, oh my God, the way that you dress today is just awesome. Anything that says that I'm a precious being, anything that says I'm beautiful. Sometimes saying that I did a good job, but good job usually doesn't get me too much. It gets me a little bit, but not as much as you're wonderful, you're beautiful, you're pretty. Those are the ones that just melt my heart. But if you tell me I'm smart, I just kind of go, well, thanks, I'm smart. Yep, knew that. Got a college degree that proves that. So it can be confusing to people, because sometimes when they pay me a compliment, it just kind of falls right off of me. So words of appreciation are also a tailored thing. Everybody's a little bit different. Something that sticks out with me is when people call me sweet or say, oh, you're such a sweetie. That's one that gets to my heart too, because that means that they're able to see the inside me. I feel like the outside me is somewhat a little gruff and somewhat a little cold sometimes. I'm an intellectual type, and so I kind of come off a little robotic sometimes. But when someone says, oh my God, you're so sweet, you're such a sweetie, you always think of me, that's the stuff that I love to hear. So in words of appreciation, you're going to find someone drooling to hear certain words. Beautiful, sexy, precious, smart, intelligent, clever, a leader, all those things. You're going to find someone like yearning to hear those words. And that's how you find the words of appreciation people. Because it's all about how something lands. If you say, oh my God, you're so pretty, and they just go, oh, then that landed. If you go, you're so pretty tonight, and they go, oh, thanks. That may or may not land it. If you say that and they come off with a sarcastic remark, which I'm not a sarcasm person, but you know what I mean, then you know that didn't land. So it's one to try in a couple different ways. If you are a words of affirmation person, and you're not getting that from your partner, one of the most common roadblocks is your partner feeling authentic about what they're saying. And it's a time where you need to kind of design the alliance on the things that you like to hear, because people don't know what you want to hear. And in words of affirmation, if you like to receive those, it is all about you. Now, I will tell you, one part of the thing about being in a relationship is that sometimes your primary language isn't the one that's always gonna work for your partner. And it's a piece about knowing your primary and your secondary language. Because when I first met my husband, I would say that words of affirmation were probably at least my second language. I'm not sure if it was my first language, but it was at least my second language. And I realized somewhere in the relationship that he had no idea how to really speak words of affirmation on a level that I was comfortable with. And so we had to go kind of tap into some of my other languages, just kind of start boosting those up, because the odds of him ever speaking words of affirmation to me on the way that I wanted to hear them was pretty low. So we had to kind of turn that around. So if you can, do your best with your partner, if your partner's a word of affirmations, to fill that love tank up. Find ways for that feel authentic, to make authentic comments where you're like, oh yes, of course I can tell her that. If that's what she needs to hear, then that's what she needs to hear. I'll make sure to tell her that. Those are words of affirmation.